Okay, so I just wanted to do a little review of the scope that I got with my Tikka. As I mentioned in a previous video, it's a Leopold Mark IV tactical scope. It's a 3.5 to 10 power with a 30mm tube and a 50mm objective lens. It's got the tactical turrets for elevation and windage with a 15 minutes of adjustment in one revolution from zero, going out, doing one full revolution back to zero again is 15 minutes of adjustment. It's got illuminated reticle, 11 different power settings on it. If you want to see the illumination during the day, it has to be at least about 8 or 9, and other than that, like, you only use it at one power at night really. After that you don't really notice the difference in the different power settings. It's got a focus on the eyepiece lens, and then the parallax is at the other side over here. I'll show you. This is the parallax here. Quick move around. The parallax is from, can bring it down to 20 yards. Get a better view of that now. 20 yards and all the way up to infinity. I think you can see that, can you? No. Oh well, that's it, yeah, 20 yards up to its last graduation on it is in 200, and then it just goes to infinity. And I'll just show you the target. I'll turn this around to the light. Get some better light on this motherfucker. Now, might see better now. Now we can see the objective lens, 75. Lowest is 20 yards, then 30, 50, 75, 100, 200 and infinity. Then as you can see, we've got 15 minutes, so that's 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. I'll just put that back. You're never really going to be using that kind of amount of elevation anyway. I show the power settings on this. As I said, there's 0, that's 1. You use that for night time. You're going to see it during the day. I just switch it to 11. So two settings I use is just night off, day off. And here's our focus lens. It's a mil-dot reticle. You can't see it now here, but you can see it a little bit now. I just turn on the oh wait, no, what am I doing? Wrong knob altogether. Can't see it like that, but there we go. You can kind of see the mil-dot, and that's the dots. I'm not sure whether this is true mil-dot or not. I don't really know. But at 100 yards on a 100-yard sight in target, this one between the dots is 3 inches. So obviously at 200 yards it's 6 inches, and 300 yards it's 9 inches, and so on and so forth. But it's very handy for range estimation and things like that. And this scope now, I tested it out last night at dusk, and as most people know, the real test of a scope is at dusk, because your light gathering capabilities come into play there. I have to say that I was out just set up in a hide at dusk last night, you know, out just waiting for foxes and stuff, and at around, what time, I suppose 9:30, the light was really fading, and I could see better with this at 200 yards than I could with my naked eye, and that's a good sign of a really good scope, in my opinion anyway. The image clarity is excellent, and with the adjustments in that, you can dial up and track back to 0, just goes back perfectly. The only other thing I suppose I didn't mention in the first review of the rifle was that I bought the Seiko Optilock mounts on it. I had intended on buying worn mounts with it, but they were like 2mm or 3mm too short, and the front bell of the scope was touching the barrel of the rifle, so they were the only other option I had, and I was a little bit impatient. I wanted to get the gun out, and I think they're worth it anyway, to be honest, because Seiko Optilock mounts are supposed to have a very good reputation. I never mentioned the magazine. The magazine capacity is 6, and you can hold one in the chamber if you really want to. The bolt on the Tikka is a 70-degree bolt throw. I just operate it here now just to show, and it is really smooth. Switch hand measures, they've hollowed out the bolt handle. The safety is nice and positive. It's different to the CZ. It's back for safe, forward for fire, which probably makes more sense because that's more common on most of the rifles. And the trigger then is nice and crisp. It's just bare little squeeze and it's gone. You know, it's good. I don't know the weight that it's adjusted down to, but it's about half the weight of what the CZ was anyway. Yeah, that's my rifle. Now, the cheek piece is adjustable. You just loosen that. It's like graduated, so it has so many, and then it comes off. You have to take it off for cleaning and that, but I usually, after cleaning, hold on, I'll re-loose that. Shove it down, raise it up 2 graduations, and that's perfect for perfect for my cheek weld and that. That's just an extra little review on the gun itself. I'm going to have to put a suppressor on this thing. It is way too fucking loud. I was firing it today, just doing the last fine tuning. I finished the barrel breaking and just doing the last fine tuning on the scope, and it's terrifying the crap out of the horses and the cattle, so it's just, it has to have a suppressor fitted on, and that's gonna cost an extra bit of money, but it'll be worth it by the time I've finished. So yeah, that's it. I'll have another video of this again soon, hopefully with a little bit of action, to shooting some stuff, even bottles or crap, just to get some video up, and that's it, sure. That's okay. I'm out. Good luck. Bye.